My name is Rachel, and I'm about to embark on a long-awaited vacation with my husband, Mark. We've been planning this trip to a beautiful coastal town in a distant country for months, saving every penny we could to make it happen. The excitement in the air is palpable as we board the plane hand in hand, ready to create unforgettable memories. As the plane takes off, I steal a glance at Mark. His eyes sparkle with anticipation, mirroring my own. "Can you believe it, Rachel?" he says, a wide grin spreading across his face. "We're finally going on our dream vacation." I squeeze his hand, my heart swelling with joy. "I know, Mark. It feels like a dream come true. I can't wait to relax on the beach, explore the local markets, and simply enjoy each other's company." The plane glides through the sky, carrying us closer to our destination. We spend the flight chatting about our plans, envisioning the breathtaking sunsets, the taste of exotic delicacies, and the adventures that await us. As we land and step foot in the foreign land, a wave of excitement washes over us. The warm breeze carries the scent of salt water, and the sound of crashing waves fills the air. We hail a taxi and make our way to the hotel, our home for the next few weeks. The hotel lobby greets us with grandeur, its marble floors shimmering under the soft glow of chandeliers. The receptionist welcomes us with a warm smile. "Good evening. Welcome to the Paradise Resort. How may I assist you?" Mark grins at her, charming as ever. "Thank you. We have a reservation under the name of Mark and Rachel Thompson." The receptionist checks her computer and nods. "Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson. We've been expecting you. You're in for a treat. We have a stunning ocean, view room prepared just for you." A surge of excitement bubbles within me as we're handed the room key. Mark wraps his arm around my waist, pulling me close. "This is going to be the best vacation ever, Rachel. Just you wait." I lean my head against his shoulder, feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude and love. "I couldn't agree more, Mark. Mark, let's make every moment count." Hand in hand, we make our way to our room, anticipation coursing through our veins. The door swings open, revealing a spacious and beautifully decorated space. The sight takes our breath away, and we share a knowing smile. "This is paradise," Mark whispers, his voice filled with awe. I nod, unable to find the words to express my sheer happiness. We unpack our bags, changing into more relaxed attire. The sound of crashing waves lulls us into a sense of tranquility as we step onto the balcony, witnessing the breathtaking view of the sun setting over the endless horizon. "This is our slice of heaven, Rachel," Mark says, wrapping his arms around me from behind. I couldn't have asked for a better companion to share this journey with. Tears of joy well up in my eyes as I turn to face him. And I couldn't have asked for a more loving and supportive husband. "I love you, Mark." He smiles, his eyes filled with adoration. "I love you too, Rachel. Let's make this the most unforgettable vacation of our lives." Little did I know that the path ahead would test our love in ways I never imagined. But for that fleeting moment on the balcony as the sun dipped below the horizon, I held on to the promise of a dream vacation and the love we shared. We arrive at the hotel, tired but exhilarated. The sun-kissed beaches and turquoise waters beckon to us, promising days filled with relaxation and adventure. The first few days go by smoothly and we revel in each other's company, exploring the local sites and indulging in delicious company, cuisine. But something changes, something that sends a shiver down my spine. One evening, as we stroll hand in hand along the shoreline, I notice Mark's gaze lingering on a young woman who passes by. I try to shake off the unease, chalking it up to a fleeting distraction. But as the days pass, I begin to notice more frequent glances and exchanged smiles between Mark and this mystery woman. Unable to ignore the sinking feeling in my chest, I decide to confront him. One night, as we sit on the balcony, the sound of the ocean waves crashing against the shore, I gather my courage. "Mark, can we talk?" He turns to me, his brow furrowing with concern. "Of course, Rachel. What's on your mind?" I take a deep breath, steeling myself for what I'm about to say. "I've noticed that you've been spending a lot of time with that woman we saw earlier. Is there something going on between you two?" Mark's eyes widen, surprise etched on his face. Rachel, it's not what you think. She's just a friendly acquaintance I met while exploring. We've had a few casual conversations. That's all. A mix of relief and skepticism washes over me. Are you sure, Mark? It's been happening more frequently, and it's been making me feel uneasy. He reaches out, taking my hand in his. I promise you, Rachel, there's nothing to worry about. You are the love of my life, and I would never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. I want to believe him, to trust his words, but the doubt lingers. Okay, Mark, but please understand that it's been bothering me, and I need reassurance that our bond is strong. He pulls me into a warm embrace, his arms providing solace. I understand, Rachel. I'll make an effort to be more mindful and reassure you. You mean everything to me, and I don't want anything to me, and I don't want anything to come between us. With his promise hanging in the air, we return to the room, hoping that our love can withstand this unexpected turbulence in paradise. But deep down, a sense of unease lingers, and the future of our dream vacation feels uncertain. One morning, as I wake up alone in the hotel room, panic starts to rise within me. Where is Mark? He's not on the beach, not in the restaurant, and not at the front desk. I approach the hotel staff, desperately hoping for answers. Excuse me, have you seen my husband? I inquire, trying to keep my voice steady. The receptionist looks up from behind the desk, concern evident in her eyes. I'm sorry, ma'am, I haven't seen him today. Is there anything I can do to help? I shake my head, a knot forming in my stomach. No, thank you. I'll keep looking. As I walk through the hotel grounds, anxiety consumes me. Thoughts race through my mind, conjuring up worst-case scenarios. Could something have happened to him? Has he left me for the other woman? I push those thoughts aside, determined to find him and get some answers. With each step, my heart pounds louder in my chest. I make my way to the beach, scanning the area for any sign of Mark. The crashing waves provide a steady soundtrack to my growing unease. Where could he be? Unable to find him there, I head to the restaurant where we usually have breakfast. The familiar aroma of freshly brewed coffee and warm pastries fills the air, but Mark is nowhere to be found. I approach a waiter, desperation evident in my voice. Have you seen a man, tall with brown hair? He's my husband, and I can't find him anywhere. The waiter furrows his brow, thinking for a moment. I'm sorry, Mom. I haven't seen anyone matching that description this morning. My heart sinks further, a gnawing feeling of betrayal clawing at my insides. Has he really abandoned me for this other woman? With a newfound determination, I head to the front desk, hoping the staff has more information. Please, I need to know if my husband has gone somewhere, I plead with the receptionist, my voice quivering with a mix of fear and anger. The receptionist glances at the computer screen, concern etched on her face. I'm sorry, ma'am, but according to our records, your husband left with another woman about 3 hours ago. They seemed in a hurry and went towards the airport. The words hit me like a punch to the gut. Betrayal courses through my veins, mingling with hurt and humiliation. How could he do this to me? Tears threaten to spill from my eyes, but I hold them back, determined to confront him and demand an explanation. With a trembling hand, I grab my belongings and rush out of the hotel, my mind filled with a mix of anger, heartache, and a desperate need for closure. I must find Mark and the woman he left with, no matter the cost. The journey ahead is uncertain, but I'm prepared to face the truth, whatever it may be. The hotel staff's words echo in my mind as I make my way to the airport. Betrayal consumes my thoughts, fueling a mix of anger and sadness within me. How could Mark do this to me? The image of him leaving with another woman haunts me, intensifying my determination to uncover the truth. Arriving at the airport, my heart pounds in my chest as I search the bustling terminal for any sign of Mark and the mysterious woman. Anxiety grips me, making it hard to breathe. And then, amidst the sea of travelers, I spot them together, their figures intertwined as they move through the crowd. With a deep breath, I approach them, adrenaline surging through my veins. The woman's back is turned to me, her laughter carrying on the air. I tap her shoulder, my voice steady yet filled with emotion. Excuse me, can I speak with you both? They turn to face me, surprise and guilt flashing across their faces. Mark's expression morphs from shock to panic, his eyes darting between me and the woman. Rachel, what are you doing here? He stammers, his voice tinged with guilt. I steady myself, determined to confront him head on. Mark, we need to talk now. The woman, caught in the middle of our tense exchange, looks uneasy. Hey! I didn't know he was married, she stammers, her voice tinged with regret. I turn my attention to her, trying to keep my composure. Who are you? How long has this been going on? She sighs, avoiding my gaze. I met Mark a few days ago at a local cafe. We started talking, and things just happened. I didn't know he had a wife until now. A mix of anger and hurt washes over me, tears welling up in my eyes. And what about you, Mark? How could you betray me like this? Mark's face pales, guilt etched in every line. Rachel, I made a terrible mistake. I'm so sorry. I didn't know how to tell you. Please, let me explain. My heart aches, torn between wanting answers and the pain of his betrayal. Fine, explain. But know that trust will be hard to earn back. Mark takes a deep breath, his voice filled with remorse. I got caught up in the excitement of being in a new place. I never intended for this to happen. I'm sorry, Rachel. I love you, and I never wanted to hurt you. My emotions swirl within me, fighting between love and anger. Love isn't enough, Mark. You've broken something between us. I need time to think. Silence hangs in the air as I turn and walk away, leaving Mark and the woman behind. Confusion and heartache weigh heavily on my shoulders, but a seed of determination starts to sprout within me. I won't let this betrayal define me. I will find a way to move forward, no matter how difficult it may be. As I leave the airport, the world outside feels different. The dream vacation I had envisioned has shattered, replaced by a harsh reality. But deep down, I know that this shocking revelation will be the catalyst for a transformation, a journey of self-discovery and healing that lies ahead. In the aftermath of the shocking revelation, a fire ignites within me. Determination pulses through my veins, propelling me forward as I embark on a mission to reclaim my sense of self and seek the justice I deserve. No longer will I allow myself to be a victim of betrayal. Leaving the airport behind, I return to the hotel, my mind racing with plans and possibilities. I need to gather evidence, find a way to protect myself, and ensure that Mark faces the consequences of his actions. I reach for my phone, ready to take matters into my own hands. With a determined glint in my eyes, I make my way to the hotel lobby, seeking assistance from the staff. I approach the receptionist, who had been kind to me since my arrival, and I explain the situation with a resolute tone. I need your help. My husband has betrayed me and left with another woman. I believe he may be involved in illegal activities, and I want to ensure that justice is served. Can you guide me to the right authorities? The receptionist, compassion in her eyes, nods solemnly. I'm so sorry to hear about what you're going through, Rachel. We'll do everything we can to assist you. Let me connect you with the local authorities and provide any information they might require. Minutes later, I find myself speaking with a police officer relaying the details of Mark's departure, the woman he left with, and my suspicion of illegal activities. The officer assures me that they will take the matter seriously and investigate the situation. As the call ends, a mix of relief and trepidation washes over me. I've set the wheels in motion, but there are still uncertainties ahead. I need to gather evidence to support my claims to ensure that Mark doesn't slip away without facing the consequences of his actions. With a renewed sense of purpose, I return to our hotel room, my eyes scanning the space for any clues that might aid me. I meticulously search through Mark's belongings, finding a small bag tucked away in the corner of his suitcase. My heart skips a beat as I realize it contains drugs, a damning piece of evidence that could tie him to criminal activities. Grabbing my phone, I document the contents of the bag, taking photos and noting the details. I must ensure that this evidence reaches the authorities, strengthening my case against Mark. The weight of the situation settles heavily upon me, but I refuse to let it break me. Leaving the hotel room, evidence secured, I make my way back to the reception desk. The receptionist looks up at me, her expression a mix of concern and support. Did you find what you were looking for, Rachel? I nod. determination radiating from every fiber of my being. Yes, I have evidence that can expose his illegal activities. I need to get this information to the authorities as soon as possible. The receptionist offers a sympathetic smile, her eyes filled with admiration. You're incredibly brave, Rachel. I hope this brings you the justice and closure you seek. With gratitude in my heart, I leave the hotel, ready to face the challenges ahead. The pursuit of justice has begun, and I will stop at nothing to ensure that Mark faces the consequences of his betrayal. In this battle for my own empowerment and the restoration of my shattered dreams, I will reclaim my strength and forge a new path forward. Armed with the evidence of Mark's involvement in illegal activities, I feel a renewed sense of determination as I navigate through the labyrinthine corridors of the legal system. My quest for justice has taken an unexpected twist, one that holds the potential to reshape the course of my life. Days turn into weeks as I provide the authorities with the necessary information to apprehend Mark. The investigation gains momentum, and with each passing day, I grow more eager to see him face the consequences of his actions. But just when I think I have a firm grasp on the situation, an unexpected twist throws everything into disarray. One evening, while I'm at home, my phone rings, jolting me from my thoughts. I pick up, the anticipation coursing through me. Hello? A familiar voice echoes through the receiver, one I haven't heard in years. It's Mark's mother, her tone laced with concern. Rachel, it's me. I've just received a call from the police. I've apprehended Mark. They found drugs in his possession. My heart skips a beat, the weight of the news sinking in. I know I'm the one who reported it. I found the drugs in his luggage. Silence hangs on the line for a moment before Mark's mother speaks again, her voice trembling. Rachel, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Mark has always been impulsive, but I never thought he would stoop this low. Please know that I don't condone his actions. Mixed emotions swirl within me. Anger, betrayal, and a flicker of sympathy for his mother. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate your honesty, even in this difficult situation. As we bid each other farewell, I'm left grappling with the unexpected twist that Mark's own mother was unaware of his involvement in illegal activities. It adds another layer of complexity to this already tangled web of lies and deceit. What drove Mark to engage in such behavior without his family's knowledge? Days turn into weeks as the legal process unfolds. Mark's arrest and subsequent trial become public knowledge, casting a shadow over our once idyllic life together. Rumors circulate, tarnishing the image I had of my husband and leaving me to grapple with the fallout. During this tumultuous period, I find solace in the support of friends and family who offer their unwavering love and understanding. Their presence helps me navigate the emotional storm, giving me the strength to face each day with renewed determination. As the trial approaches its climax, I prepare myself to take the stand, to share my side of the story and seek closure. It won't undo the pain and betrayal I've experienced, but it's an opportunity to reclaim my voice, to assert my strength and resilience in the face of adversity. The unexpected twist has not only exposed Mark's dark secrets, but also unraveled the complexities of our relationship. Through this ordeal, I've learned that appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes the people we think we know best can harbor hidden truth. With the trial looming, I brace myself for the final act in this chapter of my life, ready to confront Mark once more and embrace whatever lies beyond the courtroom doors. The unexpected twist has forced me to question everything I once held dear, but it has also opened the door to new beginnings, to a future where I can rebuild, heal, and find my own path to happiness. As the day of the trial arrives, emotions swirl within me: anger, sadness, and a glimmer of hope. I stand before the courtroom, ready to share my story, ready to seek justice and closure for the pain Mark has inflicted upon me. Revenge and redemption intertwine, driving me forward as I take my place on the witness stand. The courtroom is filled with anticipation as I recount the events leading up to that fateful morning at the hotel. the betrayal, the heartache, and the discovery of Mark's involvement in illegal activities. Every word is laced with raw emotion, my voice steady yet filled with the weight of my experiences. The prosecution takes over, presenting the evidence against Mark, highlighting the drugs found in his possession and linking them to his involvement in criminal activities. The air grows tense as the defense attempts to challenge the validity of the evidence, but the strength of the case against Mark prevails. In the midst of the legal battle, Mark sits at the defendant's table, his face etched with regret and remorse. I lock eyes with him, feeling a mix of anger and sadness. But as I speak, a sense of empowerment washes over me, knowing that I am finally reclaiming my voice and taking a stand against the betrayal that tore our lives apart. The trial reaches its climax as the judge delivers the verdict, a guilty verdict. Mark is found guilty of drug possession and involvement in illegal activities. The weight of his actions finally settles upon him, a realization that his choices have dire consequences. As Mark is escorted out of the courtroom in handcuffs, I can't help but feel a sense of closure. The pursuit of justice has been achieved, and though the pain still lingers, I know that this is a step towards my own healing and redemption. Outside the courtroom, the world feels different. The weight of the past begins to lift, replaced by a glimmer of hope for the future. I breathe in the fresh air, relishing in the sense of liberation that accompanies the closure of this painful chapter. Days turn into weeks, and life slowly begins to regain its rhythm. Mark's actions no longer define me. I focus on rebuilding my life, rediscovering my passions, and nurturing the relationships that stood by me through it all. Revenge, once a driving force, transforms into a newfound understanding. It is not vengeance that will bring me solace, but rather the journey towards self-redemption. I refuse to let the actions of one person define the rest of my life. I will rise above the pain, transforming it into strength and resilience. As time passes, I begin to find peace within myself. The wounds may still be healing, but I am no longer held captive by the past. I am a survivor, a woman who has faced betrayal head on and emerged stronger than ever. In the pursuit of revenge and redemption, I have learned the power of forgiveness, not for the sake of others, but for my own liberation. It is in forgiving Mark that I can truly move forward, leaving behind the bitterness and anger that consumed me. With each passing day, I embrace the beauty of life and the opportunities that lie ahead. The dream vacation may have turned into a nightmare, but from the ashes of despair, I have forged a new path, one of resilience, self-discovery, and ultimately redemption.